Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another anime first impression video. If you missed the very first one, I released it just a few hours ago. I'm recording at the same time, but releasing them a little bit spacious out throughout the day. I will be watching quite a bit of anime this season. I do think I have more time than I've had in other seasons prior to this one since I've moved. So I think I will be able to give my first impressions to quite a bit of them. So this one's going to be one that aired yesterday, September 30th on High Dive. Now, High Dive is a company just like Crunchyroll and Funimation, but they focus on Sentai Films company series. Now, they have been releasing a lot more series per season, so I'm excited to see what they release this season for us. Today's going to be on My Master Has No Tail. Before anything else, though, if you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love to it by commenting, liking, and sharing. But subscribing right now is my goal. I'm trying to reach 5K before the year's over, and it's very much possible. We're like 150 people away, and if you're one of them who hasn't subscribed, then subscribe. That would be highly appreciated. So, My Master Has No Tail, again, can be found on High Dive. Only one episode is out, and it is only subbed at the moment. They do dub a lot of their animes, especially the ones that they're releasing, but very similar to Crunchyroll, they wait 3-4 weeks until they start dubbing their anime. So, I'm not sure if they're going to dub this one. This one doesn't seem like one they would dub, but they possibly could. So, we meet our character who is a Tanuki, and a Tanuki essentially is a old Japanese spirit that basically was believed that would go into villages and try to scare people and trick people, and essentially foxes were seen as this, and Tanuki is essentially a little fox or fox looking thing. It looked more like a raccoon to me, but we won't go into those details. Anyways, it starts the whole story with him leaving the village, and the village people telling him, remember, just go and do your mission and come back, and don't try to trick people because the modern era is very hard to trick. Now, I want to keep in mind that the modern era is not the modern era. It's modern era for them, but it's not really for us. I think it's still like 100 years ago where this is set. And anyways, he goes into the village and he tries to trick people. He makes fake money, but people are like, where is the stamp of approval for it to be real money? And he doesn't realize that there's a lot of things that he doesn't know about the humans. Then he tries to scare the humans with like ghosts and stuff like that, but doesn't realize that nowadays there is streetlights and there's stuff around the world that doesn't really allow you to scare people as easily as it used to be. So I want to say the first half of the episode is basically the little character trying to trick people and just failing and failing and failing. Meets a character who tells him that he needs to go back to where he belongs and just give up. Well, the little Tanuki ends up the next day being pushed into a theater, and in this theater, this character who told him to go away is performing. Now, this character, she is a rakugo, and I don't know a lot about this, so I'm just going to share as much as I know, but a rakugo is basically a good storyteller who can, at that time was believed, enchant you to put yourself or transport you to the actual story. And we kind of get a little bit of both. You see the little Tanuki saying, like, she's just doing multiple voices, and yeah, when you're there, it's just the girl sitting and she's doing different voices, different accents, and stuff like that. But as more you listen to, the little Tanuki is engulfed into this story and starts seeing the different characters to the perspective voices, and start seeing how they interact, and start seeing the boats and everything that's being described in the story. So After the show, the Tanuki is chased away by the villagers because they want to get rid of it, and the Tanuki ends up being saved by this Rakugo. And really, at the end of the episode, the Tanuki basically vows that she wants to be a Rakugo. She wants to become like the Rakugo that she saw. And the Rakugo that she saw, who saved her at the end of the episode, says, "Okay, I'll be your master, I guess, and teach you the ropes into being a Rakugo." And that's really, in a nutshell, the end of the story. Negatives and positives. Positives, I want to say the story is cute in itself. The characters are well drawn. The flow of the story is very well done. You get the whole village and the whole, understanding of what she's trying to do and stuff like that. Now, keeping all that in mind, there is a negative to it, and that is the Japanese culture. If you're not from Japan and you don't understand all the Japanese culture, it is very difficult to understand some of the stuff going on in the episode, especially what is a Tanuki, what is a Rakugo, why do the villagers do the things that they do, and so on and so forth. So at the end of the episode, they even go and put efforts, and I think this is a positive more of a negative. They go and put effort and explain a little bit of what those characters are, but also what the story is. And I didn't even understand that the story had a more deeper meaning to the episode. I just thought it was just a story. They were just doing a story to do a story. But at the end of the episode, and I think this is also a negative because I didn't understand, they explain that this is a common story that people have told before in Japan, and that in a way it connected to the episode. So I didn't realize that until the very end, but at the same time, I'm thankful that they explained it, because I would have never gotten it unless they explained it like they did. So positive and negative, I guess you can say. So I don't think this is for beginners. Definitely a more intermediate anime. Most of high dive animes are like that anyways. So I'm going to say this is definitely a 7 out of 10, but with a caution of might be some things you don't understand. They'll eventually explain them for you, but just have to give that space to, at least be a little confused. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It is one episode out on a high dive. Go check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.